Uh, Hi, Dr. Amishi Sawlani.
Hello.
Today, I'm going to take a couple of interviews with doctors across the globe. I'm trying to understand and get a first-hand view from doctors as to why mental wellness is important as a preventive to many diseases. So let me introduce myself first to a lot of the viewers who do not know me. My name is Jyoti Gandhi. I'm founder of Brain Gym and More. I've been a teacher for over 45 years. I have been into mental wellness since 12 years. I've touched the lives of over 45,000 people and done over 450 webinars in the past 2 to 3 years. Today, of course, I'm a global teacher and there's lots that I've done. I'm a podcaster. My book is going to be launched soon. I've written a book. It's going to become, we will be having a Kindle version. So it will be available on Amazon. And I'm a podcaster, blogger, and all of that. And my reason to get up every morning is to see that I touch lives so that they do not get into Alzheimer's, dementia, and all these things, because the first signs of these diseases come 15 years after you've actually got it into your body. So let me not talk more about myself. Let us take the mic to Dr. Amishi Sawlani. Good evening, doctor. What time is it there?
It is 11:45 in the morning, almost afternoon in Chicago. That's where I am. And I share a lot of 10,
here 15. It's 10:15 in the night.
Correct.
All right.
So I'm in the middle of my day in Chicago time. And my name is Dr. Amishi Sawlani. I'm an internist and I practice and I see patients that are in their anywhere from 20s onwards, 18 onwards. But a lot of my patients are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And wow. Most of them are doing very well, I'd like to say. And I do practice and share a lot of your thoughts, and prevention is the best medicine.
All right. So, Amishi, for how many years have you been practicing in America?
I've been practicing for more than 30 plus years now.
Wow. And, 3.5 decades. That's a huge, huge amount of work, huge amount of work you've been doing. All right. So, Amishi, I'd like to ask you, do you think that mental health awareness is really something that people need to look into? Because it's overlooked, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a global problem. And it's especially due to COVID recently, the pandemic, a lot of people have ignored their health, especially their mental health has suffered. So I think when I met you again after so many years and hooked up, I even joined some of your classes and I really benefited during COVID. 2020 was a big year for you, for me too, because I learned a lot from you, Jyoti.
Oh, thank you so much. Because Amishi, I know you've done most of my classes, courses, and
I love them.
Yeah, and so did you practice what you learned in my classes with your patients?
Actually, yes, I did. I would do your classes, and then I would go back to the office, and that same day I would probably see at least 3 or 4 people that would benefit from something or the other. All your pressure points, all the
hand exercises,
even the hand exercises, going, and then even for all the wrist, the whole body, whatever, shoulders, and then the tapping.
Brain tapping, yes.
Yes. And then also all your nutritional advice, because to be honest, in our medical school, we did not get nutrition as a topic. Now my daughter is a nutritionist, actually, youngest daughter. Lovely. And so I combine a lot of things. I learned from her as well. But what you taught was, I learned a lot from you. So food is a key to it. And I think mental health is the root cause of, most physical problems. So I
Yes.
think it's very important to keep that in control and take care of it.
Yes, it is mandatory. It should be made mandatory, like how yoga is Modi ji has enforced yoga, which itself helps a lot of mental health. We too should see that this becomes part of learning right from school. So, do you think that age is important in mental health? Do you think the earlier?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. In fact, this same, my daughter, she's in her 30s, and we shared a lot of your teachings, and
Yes.
it starts right as a child. I think when the kid is, from being born onwards, I
Exactly.
think closeness, is important, and I think it's children learn to be social, and not be lonely. This has happened, unfortunately, during COVID, that most people were, segregated. They had to
Yes.
live in their own little apartments,
Yes.
not see anybody,
Yes.
yeah, I have a lot of patients and people that I know that suffered tremendously because of that. So it's more important to communicate your problems, and to talk to people. Social skills are very important.
Exactly. As I always stress on the fact that the day that you see your friends, you see a behavioral change in the people around you, your family, your friends. If when you see them, trying to get themselves away from the rest of the crowd, and they say, "No, you go. I'm okay. You go, I'm
Absolutely.
okay." So they kind
Yeah.
of they remove themselves from groups and crowds, and that is where the problem arises. So try and recognize that amongst people close to you, because diseases like Alzheimer, dementia get into your system 15 years before the actual physical sign is seen. So
I
today
agree.
none of us know if 15 years hence we are going to go through these problems. None of us know. So I think prevention is better than cure.
Absolutely.
So, Amishi, I had taught very simple things, very simple. You don't need expensive shoes, expensive clothes, expensive equipment. You just need you and your body and the awareness of how to do it. So did that help you and your patients?
It did help me, definitely, because I feel like I learned to use my time, even if I'm in the car sometimes, I would be able to
Yes.
use some of these things. Driving, I have a 30-minute drive every day to and from work, and it's important to utilize that time. Think about
Absolutely.
good things, positive things, think about prevention, like you said, because and
Yes.
it's extremely important, right, from what you put into your mouth to what you think.
Absolutely. And what I teach in my classes is to attach all that I'm teaching to an already existing habit of yours. So, if I say that while you're making your tea, you take 18 breath in from the nose and remove 18 breath out. So, you're making your tea and you've done this exercise for the brain. I also say, so I give so many tips that while you're traveling, you can just sit in a particular mudra, or you can sit in, or you can do just certain exercises to balance both your hemispheres. So I teach how to utilize your time without actually changing a lot of your schedules, and just fit in these exercises in your everyday schedule, so that it's so simple. You can
Absolutely.
it goes from your cerebral brain to your cellular brain. So this is what's
Absolutely. No, you're
important.
amazing. You are amazing. I think that, I would love to attend each one of your classes, and, you touch the hearts of many. So
Thank you.
I share the same views. You're in a different continent currently, and I'm different, but we grew up together, and that's what's most important. I think that brought us together.
Absolutely. And that is how I can get a view from a person, though we've got the same background, we grew up together. But you've been in America for over 35 years, right?
45 years. Yeah.
45 years. So that is like
Yeah.
huge. And yet we have somehow managed to stay connected. And yet,
Yeah.
you feel that, because a mental wellness is actually the need of the hour. And it's my ikigai, the reason that I get up every morning, because my father died of Alzheimer's and I know the pain that it is. So, any tip?
Thank you so much for being there.
And any tip you'd like to share?
I think it's very important. Yoga, exercise, and fine motor skills.
Right.
They need to be continuously performed, so that, and then crossword puzzles, things to challenge your brain physically and mentally, I think. But I think the tip is to join your classes.
Oh, all the people who will really benefit if that is why these interviews are taking place, because people don't know that things like this exist and you can get help. Amishi, I would like to give a tip to you and all your patients. So most of the problems arise because of layers of emotions which are stacked, and there's a baggage of emotions, and we don't know how to get rid of these layers. Now they are like an onion. You remove one layer, you get to the next, you remove the next, you get to the third. So very slowly you can remove the layers of your problems one by one. So I would like to share this little tip with you. It is an active meditation. It is called gibberish. Gibberish means talking rubbish. Now, whenever you are at home alone, and when you feel anxious, or you feel that there's something that has been built up for many years and you're wanting to get rid of it, could be child abuse, could be some teacher scolding you, could be parental, separation, could be so many reasons. So how do you remove those emotions? People will just say, oh, look away, don't feel bad, don't do this, but doesn't work like that. I like to give tools for all the problems that exist, that I know of, which I can help people in. In this, you just have to shut your eyes and just say any rubbish for 2 minutes. So you put a timer on your cell for 2 minutes and just go like this. Oh, so just say gibberish for 2 minutes, either in your house when you're alone or when you're taking a bath in the bathroom. And when you're saying it for 2 minutes, you're actually slowly, layer by layer, removing your anger, removing your rage, removing your jealousy, removing your whatever is built up slowly by slowly. So if you do this gibberish meditation for at least 30-35 days, you will see a different you, and it's a great way to prevent a lot of illnesses, because you're going to remove some of your stacked up emotions.
Wow, that sounds interesting. I don't know if I could do it though. But
you just have to speak rubbish. Yeah, just say anything and say it loudly, say it softly, sing, say Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, just vomit out things which mean nothing.
Really? But why that? Why not like maybe say Om or Om Namo Shivaya, or like you say,
because that's a different modality. This is anger coming out. This is rage coming out. So you can't say Om with anger. You can't say mantra with rage. But you can say this. You can say, so you can say this with rage. While no mantra, no prayers, you can say with rage.
That's true. Okay.
And that is
how... Do you practice that yourself?
Absolutely. I have actually cleansed myself completely. Really? I have worked on myself for years. I'm like an empty slate now. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
So
yeah, well, I will definitely try that. Thank you.
Yeah, do try it with your patients. Let them all say it together in a room if they are there. Just tell them, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then just say any rubbish. So that is why it's called gibberish.
That's interesting.
Gibberish, active meditation.
Great. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you.
I hope you're okay with me sharing this on social media, because I hope that a lot of people understand that this is the need of the hour.
I agree totally. Yes, Jyoti, you can share it. It's not a problem. Anything to help you. Anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. God bless all your patients. And I
Thank
hope
you.
they all do well. And you're doing a great job. And whenever you come back to India in Mumbai, the school friends are meeting now on the 6th. And so we're going to meet up.
Okay. Maybe you guys will Zoom, or, for a few minutes at that time, because it'll be late night here. Yeah. So
yeah,
I
but
think
we
it'll
can
be
take a Zoom call and get you all in.
yeah, that'll be fun. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Amishi.
Thank
you
you
so
again.
much.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye, bye, bye.